So, to start us off, I'm here at WVMO, the voice of Monona. I'm pretty excited. I'm here with Will Nimmow. And we're going to ask him some questions and learn a little bit more about the radio station. So, to get us started, could you give us a general overview of WVMO? Or would you say, is there a description of what the goal of WVMO does?
Sure. So WVMO is part of Monona Community Media, which is a department within the city of Monona. So the WVMO is licensed to the city through the FCC and owned by the city of Monona, which is pretty rare.
Yeah.
Radio stations don't usually get owned by cities. So really, the goal of the station is to be a community radio station that, I'm going to steal Lindsay Wood Davis's, who is up on the wall there, who helped get the station started. He's part of the Wisconsin Broadcasters Hall of Fame, lives right on McKenna Road. He said when we started, which I think is what our goal always is to be the hub of the community wheel. So we really want to be right front and center with the community and have people be engaged in the radio station and be a part of the community through the radio station and hear about the community through the radio station and give information to the radio station about the community and really be a big part of the community along with the rest of what Monona Community Media does.
Mm-hmm. That's so cool and so rare, I feel like. It's a pretty neat thing.
I think there's one city down in Texas that owns a low power station. I don't even know if it's low power. I think it's full power. But other than that, I haven't heard of any like a low power radio station or radio station in general that is city owned.
Yeah, very surprising. Awesome. Okay, so what would you say your listeners love most about WVMO?
Oh, I've heard a number of things. We have, we bring in school kids. Will come in from Winnicott School or Glacial Drumlin, and they'll do cute little PSAs about don't smoke, because it smells bad and you have bad breath. And these cute, honest things that kids do, they just say it the way it is.
Yeah.
And then we have some more, deeper topics, if you will, from the Glacial Drumlin middle schoolers who talked about bullying. And why bullying's bad, and why is it important to respect each other, and why is it important to put yourself in another person's shoes. So we have some of those things. So I hear a lot of people talk about how they like that when they're listening to the station, there's no commercials. It goes to more community type of programming, announcements, PSAs. So it doesn't really feel like you're being bombarded in between the music with commercials. It kind of just keeps flowing throughout the day, and they don't feel like they ever have to change a channel, which is the goal.
It's stuff they already want to hear. It's stuff they want to know.
Right. And the music, people like it that it's eclectic. It's Americana music, so it's not going to be what you normally hear on commercial radio, just because commercial radio doesn't tend to format Americana music. Maybe some of the music goes in with their country or goes in with their classic rock or something, but it's not strictly Americana, which is what this is. So you're going to get a lot of acoustic music and a lot of acoustical instruments and a lot of raw sound, I guess, if you will, that is more kind of middle of the road, nothing offensive, nothing too, it's really, which is great for the city.
Community-oriented.
Right, exactly. So it's really good for the city because you're not going to hear anything that's like, whoa, that's a little risque or anything. And that's the goal. So Americana music fits right in, and we've heard a lot of good comments about it.
Yeah, awesome, cool. Is there anything that you can think of that most people don't know about WVMO?
Well, maybe they don't know that anyone can be involved, whatever that may be, whether it's just going to events and supporting WVMO by, having the volunteer T-shirt on and just talking about WVMO, or if you have a hobby that you do that you like, you think people should know about in Monona. You can come onto the
Here's your chance, people.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if you have a hobby or something unique, or somebody who just has really good stories about Monona or about life in general that you think people in Monona would like or you think they should know about, please get a hold of me, call the station, or email me, and we can come here and talk and get it on the radio.
Yeah.
And we'll record it, or, you know, we could go live, but we always usually record it, and then there's no pressure, and you just talk about whatever it is that we had discussed. I mean, it was a process. It's not like, hey, come in and we'll just talk.
Yeah.
You know, so it's
sure.
very comforting, and but I think people don't know that they can get a hold of us and, you know, kind of express their thoughts and ideas and their stories.
I have a feeling you're going to have a long line tomorrow.
Yeah, maybe. That would be good. That'll say a lot about your website. Then.
Yeah, right. Okay, so why did you decide personally to work here?
Well, in the past, I had been a video producer, project manager, and then I got into teaching video production in the college level. So I was teaching students, young adults and adults, to be video professionals, media professionals, and I liked the teaching aspects. So when this job came about, it was still kind of doing media, but also part of my job is being involved with the high school and being the AV club advisor. And that's the video end of community media, and that's where our cable access channel head end is, where all the equipment is, and where we can broadcast to the charter channel and to the AT&T channel, and we record the football games, basketball games, choir band, orchestra concerts, all those type of events at the high school. So I get to engage the high schoolers, teach them a little bit, even though I'm not a teacher, I'm just an advisor, so it's a little bit of a different atmosphere. And I'm bouncing back and forth between here and the radio station and teaching volunteers, so I'm kind of teaching younger adults and, again, adults in some capacities. So it keeps kind of both things that I like, working with media, but then teaching a little bit as well.
Sure, that sounds great. And I'm sure you're a role model to a lot of those students, too, I would think. So.
I would hope so. I work with another gentleman, Justin, and he's actually probably engages the students more than I do now, just with the addition of the radio station, and I'm the one kind of going back and forth. And he's an alumni of Monona Grove High School, so he can relate well with them, and so between the two of us, we do, hopefully, we do pretty well. We haven't heard anything bad from the students. So.
Awesome. Okay. What was it like when you first got started here? Were you here since the beginning?
I was here. I literally got hired, and it was basically, okay, welcome aboard. Start building the radio station. So I worked right away with Lindsay Wood Davis to, you know, figure out where the tower was going to be for the radio station, what equipment we needed, what this room was going to look like for the studio. All those things.